Hello, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary, and welcome to From the Heart.
Orlando is widely known for its tourist spots and attractions, but many people don't know about its thriving arts community.
We are excited to introduce to you talented and passionate artists who shape our arts community. How do they create and why? How can Orlando benefit from an even greater arts presence?
On each episode, we'll meet guests who are influential leaders and artists who are truly making a difference.
From the Heart.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Heart. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary.
And we're excited to bring to you all that's new and good when it comes to the arts in Central Florida.
Today we're talking with Gene Columbus, Executive Director of Orlando Repertory Theater. We look forward to learning about Gene and his work and his role at Orlando Rep. Welcome, Gene.
Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Tell us what's going on at Orlando Rep.
Well, we're going to start off by saying that the Rep, Orlando Repertory Theater, are part of the family of all the arts and culture in our community. As I say, a family, we don't share the same last name. We share the same first name, Orlando. Orlando Museum of Art, Orlando Shakespeare Theater, Orlando Science Center, History Center. We're all part of that family. And our segment is we focus on the theater for young audiences. And I'll just go ahead and say that besides our productions that most everybody knows about, we have 4 pillars in which the Rep focuses on. Certainly you're aware of our shows, our field trips. Well over 40,000 school children come to the Rep each season to see one of our 6 productions. But in addition to that, we also have our public performances on weekends, and we're inviting everyone to come down and see those shows. It's a great family outing. The second pillar is we have a youth academy, and this youth academy is for those that want to participate in productions. So we have a wonderful summer musical where 7th to 12th graders get a chance to perform on stage, fully produced using professional designers, directors, and choreographers. So that part is absolutely wonderful for the kids that want to be on stage. But we also have a tech academy for those kids that want to be backstage.
Nice. So there's a place for every kid.
There is a place.
Yeah, and Gene, you do such a great job in your role at the Orlando Repertory Theater, and the Rep does such a great job with children's theater. But tell us, why are you passionate about children's theater, or why does the Rep feel like children's theater is important? Why do we have to capture them at that young age?
Well, and I believe that most people know that when they think back on their own experiences, many people will tell you and pinpoint exactly the first time they were in a theater. Whether it's dance, they say, oh, I saw the Nutcracker, and that started a lifelong love of dance. At the theater, it's the same thing. The kids go to the theater and they get a chance to see how they fit into the world. Because in the plays, there's always some challenge to overcome. And kids get to vicariously see and hear. They get a chance to watch how they resolve issues and how they might deal with that in life. So, but it's storytelling, and that's what I think that's what we need to make sure that we continue to provide to the kids. Parents can read a book, but seeing an actor with the real passion and
when I
emotion.
saw the freckle-faced strawberry,
yes,
that was so adorable. And this little girl was being ostracized, but I remember hearing kids go, "Oh," and I'm thinking that's empathy.
Absolutely, they get that. And Freckleface is that at the end we learn it's the things that are different about us that make each of us special. And what a great message for the kids. But let me go back to the pillars. We talked about the Youth Academy and our productions. We also have a relationship with the University of Central Florida. There's a graduate program for TYA, Theater for Young Audiences, that is focused on training and developing tomorrow's leaders in that field. And these graduate students have an opportunity like no other university in the country. There's only about 6 programs anyway, but this one, they actually get to work with children in the theater. But I think in some ways, something near and dear to all of us, and we think is extremely important, is our community engagement.
That's your 4th pillar?
That's our 4th pillar. That 4th pillar where we go out and we try to make sure that those kids, those underserved kids, also get the same benefits of that.
You mentioned working with Coalition with the Homeless at one point?
Absolutely. Coalition for the Homeless is, when you meet those kids, they identify themselves as being homeless. They feel that defines them. And by going in there and we get to work with those young people, and we make sure they realize that is only a temporary situation because there's so much more to you than the fact that you're having a period of not having all the things you need or want.
I don't know if I ever told you this or not, but I did children's theater for a little while at the Nat Horn on 42nd Street.
That does not surprise me.
But I remember our director was so passionate. He would say, "You're changing lives." You know what we say? You're changing lives.
Yeah, arts is really a catalyst to change lives. I mean, like you were saying, you learn so much more as a child through the arts, just social skills and all of those things, and how to deal with confrontation. Why do you think arts education is important? I mean, we talked about the theater aspect of it, but just educating kids. Why do you?
Well, arts education, of course, I believe in all forms of arts education. It's one of my favorite things is that think about one person with nothing more than their hands and their eyes in front of a group of middle school students, getting them all to do one thing together. An orchestra making beautiful music, nonverbal communications. That epitomizes it.
We are just about out of time, but before we go, there's 2 things I want to ask you. One, if you were to give people one reason to come to Orlando Rep, what would it be?
It's quality. It's always about making sure that our patrons have the best possible experience, the quality of our productions, and this amazing, remarkable group of committed theater professionals that want to make sure that the patrons have the best time ever and want to come back.
So now they want to come, but how do they find out about Orlando Rep? What's the best way?
Well, if most everybody now goes online, and we're at www.orlandorep.com. Easy to find us, and we're right in Lock Haven Park. Come on down, visit us. We'd love to see you there.
Gene, thank you for telling us all about the Rep.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. When we come back, we're going to learn more about Gene the man and his passions for the art. From the heart.
With a capital ART.